Sunlight paints the tranquil beach in shimmering gold as Rumi, Mira, and Zoey prepare for their sea adventure. With shared smiles, they push their small boat into the gentle waves, anticipation sparkling in their eyes. Jinu and Abby, figures of carefree joy, wave from the sun-kissed shore, their laughter carried by the breeze. The boat glides into the open water, cutting through the stillness with a promise of exploration and delight. The vast ocean stretches before them, a canvas of endless blue, under the endless sky. Excitement fills the air as they embark, the horizon beckoning with the allure of unknown adventures. The small boat Jinu cuts through the ocean waves, heading towards a distant rugged islet under the vast open sky. The engine's rhythmic put-put blends with the sharp cries of gulls circling overhead, creating a symphony of the sea. Rumi confidently steers, her eyes sparkling with adventure, while Mira navigates with a weathered map. Zoey, with her camera, captures the breathtaking scenery, preserving the moment's vibrant energy and beauty. Laughter and excited chatter fill the air as the trio anticipates the mysteries and wonders awaiting them on the rocky shore. Laughter echoes as the girls explore the rocky islet, a symphony of joy against the craggy landscape and endless sea. Hidden coves reveal miniature worlds teeming with marine life, tide pools shimmering like jewels under the sun. Seashells of every shape and color become treasures gathered from the ocean's mysterious depths. Selfies capture the moment, the solitude amplifying the islet's raw, natural beauty and salty air. The afternoon sky turns ominous as a squall looms, its dark mass racing across the horizon, a stark warning against the azure. Gentle waves transform into churning swells, the ocean's surface mirroring the tempest's growing fury. The wind intensifies, a relentless force that whips hair and snaps at clothing, heralding the storm's arrival. Shadows lengthen and deepen as the squall envelops the islet, plunging the scene into a premature twilight. The air crackles with electric tension, a visceral sense of nature's raw power about to unleash. Against the darkening sky, the islet stands defiant, a small silhouette against the overwhelming force of the approaching storm. A small boat is pitched violently by the growing waves, a fragile vessel against the ocean's fury. Screams are swallowed by the wind as the boat capsizes, plunging the girls into the icy depths. They are thrown into the merciless water, struggling against the relentless waves. Through the driving rain, the islet is now a blurred silhouette, a distant promise of safety. Rumi, Mira, and Zoey struggle against the ocean's fury, their faces masks of desperation as they are tossed and turned by the relentless waves. Salty spray stings their eyes as they gasp for air, the immensity of the ocean amplifying their fear and isolating them in the vast expanse. They reach for each other, desperate to maintain a fragile connection amidst the chaos, their hands grasping for solidarity. The turbulent waves mock their efforts, tearing them apart like leaves scattered by a storm, leaving them vulnerable and alone. The afternoon sun casts long shadows on the ocean's surface, heralding the arrival of an ominous presence. A dark shape emerges from the horizon, growing larger with each passing moment. Black sails billow in the wind, a menacing pirate ship cutting through the waves with deadly purpose. The ship's hulking form dominates the seascape, an imposing silhouette against the stormy sky. Its dark presence promises danger and adventure in equal measure. The pirate ship deck is chaotic, as rough hands seize the girls, their cries lost in the sea wind and the pirates' coarse shouts. Burly pirates, weathered by years at sea, drag the struggling girls onto the deck. The girls' desperate protests echo across the ship, a stark contrast to the pirates' hardened expressions. Fear grips the girls as they are hauled deeper into the heart of the pirate vessel, their fate uncertain. The girls are dragged into the pirate ship's hold, their faces reflecting terror as they descend into the darkness. They are thrown onto the damp floor of the brig, the rough wood scraping against their skin. The iron door clangs shut, the sound echoing ominously and sealing them in their prison. Trapped in the dark, the air thick with the smell of mildew and seawater, their fear intensifies. On the beach, Jinu's eyes scan the horizon, his unease growing with each passing second as dark clouds gather overhead. The storm races in, casting long, ominous shadows across the golden sand, a stark contrast to the once bright afternoon. Jinu exchanges a worried glance with Abby, the unspoken fear hanging heavy between them. A palpable sense of dread fills the air as the wind picks up, carrying whispers of impending doom. The waves crash against the shore with increasing ferocity, mirroring the turmoil in Jinu's heart. Something is terribly wrong, and they both feel it in the depths of their souls as the storm engulfs them. On the sun-drenched beach, Jinu and Abby seize their scuba gear, their faces set with resolve. A silent understanding passes between them, a shared urgency propelling them forward. They break into a run, their footsteps pounding on the sand as they approach the water's edge. The scuba gear weighs heavily, a reminder of the serious task ahead. The vast ocean stretches before them, a gateway to the unknown. With a final glance at each other, they plunge into the depths, ready to face whatever awaits. Jinu and Abby brace themselves against the tumultuous ocean, waves crashing around them as they prepare for a daring rescue. Plunging into the depths, they disappear beneath the surface, the churning waters swallowing them whole. Adjusting their masks, they descend into an aquatic realm. Bubbles rise, marking their descent into the blue abyss. Regulators in place, they prepare for the mission. The surface world fades as they venture deeper. An underwater scooter sputters to life, cutting through the gloom. Jinu and Abby plunge into the ocean's murky depths, where visibility fades to near zero. Guided by instinct, Jinu navigates the scooter through the dim, watery expanse. Faint vibrations pulse through the water, the ghost of a pirate ship's engine. The scooter becomes a vessel of hope in a sea of shadows, chasing echoes of the past. Each ripple is a step closer, as Jinu and Abby pursue the legendary wreck. Beneath the pirate ship, Jinu and Abby emerge, the storm masking their approach. Water streams from their faces as they glance up at the ship's hull looming above. Silently, they attach magnetic lines to the barnacle-covered metal. The lines secure, they prepare to ascend, hidden from the chaos above. Under the cover of a raging storm, Jinu and Abby silently begin their ascent up the hull of the imposing pirate ship. Their movements are precise, each handhold and foothold carefully chosen, blending with the shadows. The wind and rain intensify, masking any sound of their advance. Nature itself aiding their daring endeavor. Each surge of the ship against the turbulent sea threatens to expose them, yet they remain undeterred. Higher and higher they climb, their determination etched against the stormy sky, closer to their unknown goal. Sunlight glints off the deck as Jinu and Abby silently descend, shadows against the boisterous revelry. Pirates carouse, their laughter echoing oblivious to the danger lurking just above. Jinu's eyes narrow, a silent promise of swift action in the air. Abby mirrors his focus, her movements precise and deadly. The pirates, lost in their cups, remain blissfully unaware. Two shadows fall upon the deck, harbingers of a sudden violent shift. On the pirate ship deck, Jinu and Abby move as shadows, their synchronized movements, a dance of lethal precision. Each strike is calculated, each step measured as they dismantle the pirate's advantage with swift, silent efficiency. Trained eyes scan the surroundings, anticipating every threat, their teamwork a shield against the chaos. The clash of steel and the pirates' muffled cries are testament to Jinu and Abby's deadly skill. Jinu and Abby burst into the dimly lit brig, the air heavy with salt and mildew. Rumi, Mira, and Zoey huddle together, pale but unharmed in the gloom. Jinu's voice cuts through the silence. Rumi, Mira, Zoey, are you all right? Relief washes over Rumi. Jinu, thank goodness you're here. Mira adds, we're fine, just shaken up. In the dim brig, Jinu and Abby distribute crude weapons, splintered wood, and jagged metal to the girls. Adrenaline sharpens their features as they arm themselves, ready to confront the unknown. The makeshift arsenal reflects the desperation and resilience of their plight. Shoulder to shoulder, a united front solidifies, forged in the crucible of shared danger. Determination hardens their gazes, transforming fear into a steely resolve to fight back. Sunlight glares on the pirate ship deck as 5 figures storm into view, a whirlwind of fury against the disarrayed pirates. Chaos explodes as steel clashes against steel, a symphony of desperate parries and fierce ripostes. The friends fight as one, their movements a blend of practiced precision and raw, untamed courage. A pirate falls, another stumbles, the tide of battle swiftly turning under the friends' relentless assault. Each strike is a testament to their determination, a dance of defiance against overwhelming odds. The air crackles with the energy of the fight, a desperate struggle for freedom amidst the swaying masts. Amidst the pirate ship's engine room, Jinu's deft hands bring the roaring machinery to a grinding halt. A heavy silence descends, amplifying the creaks of the ship as it drifts, now powerless, on the open sea. The motley crew of hardened seafarers slowly grasp the gravity of their sudden immobilization. A wave of realization washes over them. They've been outmaneuvered, their fate hanging precariously in the balance. Frustration contorts their weathered faces, a storm of anger brewing within the confines of the still engine room. The pirates are trapped. The silence stretches, thick with the unspoken threat of retaliation and revenge. Under the cloak of night, a small inflatable raft is discovered, offering a slim hope amidst the pirate ship's looming shadow. Silently, 5 friends make their escape, their paddles cutting through the storm-tossed waves, each stroke a prayer for distance. The disabled pirate ship fades into the tempestuous horizon, a relic of danger left behind in their desperate flight. Each cresting wave and gust of wind becomes an ally, carrying them further into the anonymity of the open ocean. Bound together by shared fear and fragile hope, they strive against the elements, their small raft a beacon in the vast darkness. As dawn paints the sky, a glimmer of hope sparks in their weary eyes at the sight of the distant shoreline. The first rays of light break through the clouds, illuminating the vast expanse of the ocean. The friends, battered but not broken, exchange determined glances, their spirits lifting with the rising sun. Muscles aching, they paddle harder, the promise of land fueling their strokes through the relentless waves. Exhaustion fades as the shoreline grows larger, their shared goal within reach after a night of struggle. Each stroke carries them closer to safety. The dawn, a symbol of their resilience against the sea's challenge. Dawn paints the sky as the friends stumble onto the beach, their silhouettes stark against the horizon. Exhaustion gives way as they collapse onto the cool sand, each breath a victory in the tranquil morning air. The beach, bathed in the soft glow of sunrise, welcomes them with open arms, a sanctuary found. Relief washes over them in gentle waves, mirroring the tide as they finally find peace. In the quiet stillness of dawn, they share a moment of silent triumph, forever bound by their journey. The beach is quiet as the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, promising a new day after the storm. 5 friends huddle together, their faces illuminated by the soft, emerging light, a silent acknowledgement of shared survival. The tumultuous storm has passed, leaving a serene tableau of camaraderie and quiet relief in its wake. Each face reflects a deep gratitude, a bond forged in the heart of the storm, now shimmering in the dawn. An unbreakable friendship, stronger than the crashing waves, binds them together in a circle of warmth and support. The tide of courage that swept them through the storm leaves them forever changed, united by resilience and love.